Well, the topic of our discussion today is Bildungsroman, and Shivani was interested in knowing the Bildungsroman in our previous class, and so today we will discuss as to what is Bildungsroman. Just know that Bildungsroman is a literary term describing a formative novel about a protagonist's psychological and moral growth from their youth into adulthood. विल्डंग्सरोमन एक लिटरेरी टर्म है जो डिस्क्राइब करता है एक फॉर्मेटिव नॉवेल को, एक ऐसी फॉर्मेटिव नॉवेल जो कि प्रोटेगोनिस्ट के साइकोलॉजिकल और मोरल ग्रोथ को कहां से, फ्रॉम हिज यूथ इनटू एडल्टहुड में डिस्क्राइब करता है। सिंपल वे में हम कह सकते हैं बिल्डंग्सरोमन एक ऐसा लिटरेरी टर्म है जो एक ऐसी फॉर्मेटिव नॉवेल को डिस्क्राइब करता है जिसमें एक प्रोटेगोनिस्ट के साइकोलॉजिकल और मोरल ग्रोथ को दर्शाया जाता है। द मोरल एंड साइकोलॉजिकल ग्रोथ ऑफ ए प्रोटेगोनिस्ट फ्रॉम हिज यूथ टू एडल्टहुड। Bildungsroman novels are very popular, and Bildungsroman novels are generally written in the first person. Bildungsroman novels जो होती हैं वो सामान्यतः फर्स्ट पर्सन में लिखी जाती हैं एंड ऑफन feature the name of the protagonist directly in the title, such as Emma, Jane Eyre, David Copperfield. Okay, now be sure that the Bildungsroman, that is a literary genre, originated in Germany. Bildungsroman, I repeat, is a literary genre and it originated in Germany. The German word Bildung, Bildung, means education, and Roman means novel. In this way, Bildungsroman translates to a novel of education or a novel of formation. Bildungsroman goes refers in this way to a novel of education or a novel of formation. Now, just know that the actual term Bildungsroman was first coined by philologist Karl Morgenstern. Karl Morgenstern, Karl Morgenstern. Very important name, and you should note down that this term that we are discussing at present, Bildungsroman, was first coined by philologist Karl Morgenstern, and he coined it during his lectures at the University of Dorpat in 1819. It was born out of criticism that he received from Friedrich Wolff. Very important to note, it was born out of criticism that he received from Friedrich Wolff. You can note down the spelling: Friedrichwolff. Friedrich Wolff. And who was Friedrich Wolff? Friedrich Wolff was a former teacher who was disappointed in how his career unfolded. Wolff, Wolff believed that, yes, I will repeat the spelling: Friedrichwolff. Wolff believed that, okay, got it? Wolff believed that the more Morgenstern wrote about art and philosophy, the more boring and banal he became. This criticism of his intellectual journey inspired Morgenstern to invent the term Bildungsroman. वुल्फ का ये क्रिटिसिज्म बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट और इफेक्टिव सिग्निफिकेंट साबित हुआ मोर्जेंस्टर्न के लिए बिल्डंग्स रोमन नामक टर्म को इन्वेंट करने के लिए। फ्रेडरिच वुल्फ का क्रिटिसिज्म कारण बना कार्ल मोर्जेंस्टर्न के लिए बिल्डिंग्स रोमन को क्वाइन करने का। लेटर द साइकोलॉजिस्ट and philosopher, you can say a famous psychologist and philosopher, Wilhelm Dilthey, Wilhelm, you can note down Dilthey. Wilhelm Dilthey replaced it in his work. Note down the work: Leben Seller Machers, Leben Schleiermachers, that came in, or you can say during 1867 to 1870, and he popularized the story structure. One thing you must keep in mind that Wilhelm Meister's apprenticeship by Johann Wolfgang Goethe during 1795 and 96 is widely considered to be the first published Bildungsroman novel. First published Bildungsroman novel. It grew in popularity in Britain after it was translated into English in 1824. Now, let us know as to what is the structure of a Bildungsroman novel. Be sure that a Bildungsroman is centered and structured on the following features of the protagonists transformation to reach maturity. As in the beginning, I said that Bildungsroman novel is a novel in which protagonist's transformation from youth to adulthood is noted, is marked, and therefore the features of the protagonist's transformation to reach maturity that are seen, observed to reach maturity are as follows. The first one is loss. And here we come to know that the protagonist experiences a profound emotional loss at the beginning of the story. यहाँ हमको पता चलता है कि स्टोरी के बिगिनिंग में ही प्रोटेगोनिस्ट एक बहुत ही गहरे इमोशनल लॉस को एक्सपीरियंस करता है, टिपिकली ड्यूरिंग चाइल्डहुड और एडोलसेंट फॉर्मेटिव ईयर, विशेष करके चाइल्डहुड के दौरान या एडोलसेंट फॉर्मेटिव ईयर्स में. Second one that we observe in Bildungsroman is journey. Inspired by his loss, the protagonist sets out on a journey, either physical or metaphorical, to find the answer to big question and gain life experience that will help him better understand the world. And so many examples are there before you. Tom Jones, David Copperfield, Jane Eyre, Emma, Tess. There are so many characters that pass from these features. Next one is conflict and personal growth. The protagonist's path toward maturity is not an easy one. In all these novels, we find that the path toward maturity is not an easy one for the protagonist. प्रोटेगोनिस्ट के लिए ये कोई इजी काम नहीं होता मैच्योरिटी के रास्ते पर आगे बढ़ना. So many obstacles are there in their way. They face so many conflicts and their personal growth is interrupted. They make mistakes and are usually at odds with society. But as the story continues, we come to know that the protagonist slowly accepts the ideals of society and society accepts them back. And Next is maturity. The protagonist demonstrates immense psychological growth, change, and maturity by the end of the novel. The story sometimes ends with him giving back and helping someone else on the path of maturity. This is how a Bildung's Roman novel is structured. A Bildung's Roman is structured on the features we have discussed as loss, journey, conflict, personal growth, and maturity. And one thing that you must know while having a better understanding of Bildung's Roman is that you must know the difference between the Bildung's Roman and coming of age novel. In this journey, you must be fully aware with the fact that the term Bildungsroman and coming of age novel are sometimes used interchangeably, which is not always correct. A coming of age story is a catch all term for a novel about growing up that can fall into nearly any genre, while a Bildungsroman is a specific journey of literature about the growth and education that a character undergoes from lost child to mature adult. This is very important. I repeat, Bildungsroman is a specific genre of literature about the growth and education that a character, that a protagonist undergoes from lost child to mature adult. Many novels about maturation can be considered coming of age stories, but not all of them can be considered as Bildungsroman. Bildungsroman novels are of a specific voice and concept of finding maturity along a journey. As for example, you can take Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, Jane Eyre, that came in 1847. This novel is all about a young woman and follows her from her abusive childhood to her life as a young adult, making friends, working as a governess, and falling in love with her employer. Along her journey of self development, Jane struggles to find her place and her purpose in society. Secondly, we can take for granted to Great Expectations by Charles Dickens that came in 1861. And Great Expectations by Charles Dickens tells the story of an orphan named Pip, whose full name is Philip Pirri, and who comes into money, lives his life of poverty, and starts over living the life of a gentleman. This novel follows his personal growth and development over the course of decades. Next, we can take a portrait of the artist as a young man by James Joyce that came in 1916. And it tracks a young man named Stephen and his religious and intellectual awakening as he is seen questioning the teachings of the Catholic Church. As he matures, his new beliefs trigger a rebellion and he exiles himself to Europe. So, in this way, we can know that Bildungsroman is a literary term. It's a formative novel about a protagonist's psychological and moral growth from his youth into childhood. Okay, got it? If any query, question, you can place in chat box. If any doubt is yet there in you regarding Wilden Freeman, you can place it. Okay, goodbye. See you in next lecture.